Good evening and welcome to Halacha Day number 576. Halacha Day keeps the Yetzer Hara away. And we really are approaching to the end of the laws of tefillin. It's been a wonderful journey, but here we go. Let's get right to it. The tefillin should not be removed until after the Kedusha of Uvalat Zion, when we say, quote, "May it be your will that we keep your statutes." Now, after the Sign of the Midah, we usually have Tachanun, except for days we don't have Tachanun, like Rosh Chodesh or other holidays. Then we have some days, Monday and Thursday, we read from the Torah, but if not, we go right into Ashrei, Lamed Hatzeach, and then Uvalat Zion. So within the Uvalat Zion prayer, there is a Kedusha. We have the words Kadosh, 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 Hashem Tzavos Malach Kadosh, as well as Baruch Kavod Hashem Kamo, as well as Yimloich Hashem Le'olam Elokayach Zion L'Dor Haluka. So when we get to this quote, "May it be your will that we keep your statutes," in Hebrew, where it says, Yehi Ratzon Shenishmar Chukecha, that's when you could take off your tefillin. Of course, you want to ideally wait till later, as we're about to see. In the footnote here it says, those who are meticulous in their observance of the mitzvahs do not remove them until after the whole Kaddish. That's the Kaddish that the Chazan says right before Aleinu. One who says the mourner's Kaddish should wait until after Kaddish to remove his tefillin. So if you're saying Kaddish, obviously you want to wait until the end of prayer altogether. Okay. But ideally, you can take them off at that point in the Uvalat Zion. In communities where it is customary that on the day the Sefer Torah is read, the Sefer Torah is not returned until after the Kedusha of Uvalat Zion, the tefillin should not be taken off until the Sefer Torah is returned to the Ark. So in other words, there's Nusach Ashkenaz. Some people daven Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz, we definitely return the Torah before the Uvalat Zion. But there's some communities like Nusach Sfarad where they actually they say Uvalat Zion first and then they return the Torah. So he's saying that in those synagogues you want to wait until after they return the Torah. That's when you want to then take off your tefillin. A mnemonic for this order is, quote, "Their king will pass in front of them and Hashem will be at their head." On a day circumcision is performed, this is very interesting, the tefillin should not be removed until after the circumcision. So that's why you see a lot of people, especially early in the morning, they keep their tefillin on until after the circumcision. On Rosh Chodesh, happens to be tonight's Rosh Chodesh, the tefillin are removed before the Musaf Amida, right? We have an additional sign of the Amida called Musaf. We want to take the tefillin off right before Musaf. On the intermediary days of Sukkos, Chol Hamoed, everyone removes the tefillin before Hallel. That's again if you have the custom to wear tefillin during Chol Hamoed. On the intermediary days of Pesach, the congregation removes them before Hallel and the Chazan after Hallel. Okay, so that's again for only those people who do have the custom of wearing tefillin during Chol Hamoed. Otherwise, if you don't wear tefillin during Chol Hamoed, then this is not relevant for you. That last part. Okay. So there you have it. That was your halacha number 576. Thanks for listening. The sponsor for your halacha, $36, 100 for the gold. And yes, we would love and appreciate your sponsorship. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow. And good chodesh.